One of North Carolina's most beautiful gardens is located in the little town of Belmont. It's just west of Charlotte. Daniel Stowe Botanical Garden is where plant researchers, amateur gardeners, and anyone who loves a walk through nature can really enjoy themselves and maybe even get some ideas for their own backyard. And don't worry about the heat of the summer. You can actually take the edge off with a splash from one of the garden's many fountains.
Sitting on 380 acres next to Lake Wylie, Daniel Stowe Botanical Garden is a magnificent attraction that is still in its infancy. It opened less than 20 years ago with a master plan that fills out more and more with the passage of time.
Well, it opened in the late 90s, and so you had the construction of the Visitors Pavilion that happened almost immediately. And then later you have the Orchid Conservatory, which is just beautiful and allows for year-round interest and activity for visitors at the garden. But then also most recently the construction of the Children's Garden, Lost Hollow, which allows families to come here and have greater engagement.
On this visit, the Lost Hollow was busy with families exploring and live music playing for one of the many special events that are often filling the weekends of this great getaway. If it's a weekend, there's likely something new and fun going on here, and not just for grown-ups. We all know that summers in Carolina can always be made more fun with the addition of a little water. Here at Daniel Stowe Botanical Garden, it's everywhere.
There's the whole psychological benefit of water in the garden. So the sound of the water automatically starts to cause people to feel a little bit cooler. It also has a cooling effect to the area immediately around it. But the sound has a soothing effect. It calms people down. Incorporating water into your own garden can be really important just simply for your own getaway and to help you calm down at the end of the day after a long day of stressful work.
You will surely take home some great design and plant ideas for your own backyard, but you'll find plenty of tropicals here as well in the Orchid Conservatory. And even plants for the outside that are great to observe, but don't always fit into a home landscape. More than 2 centuries ago, a French botanist, André Michaux, explored this very area and discovered a tree with leaves more than a foot long that would become known as Magnolia macrophylla Michaux, also known as big leaf magnolia. You don't see it much, but you do here in the Daniel Stowe Botanical Garden.
The headline for the garden's mission is really to create an unforgettable garden experience for our visitors. And flowing from that, we want them to be excited about that, want to come back, but also to carry that out into their own experiences.
Simply a light walk in the garden can make for a great morning or afternoon, but you can also bump it up for more exercise on walking trails if you want. The garden also has frequent yoga classes, and of course, classes for those who want to learn more about plants.
Well, hopefully as people, get that wow experience and they become intrigued by the various plants and things that are here, they'll start to discover the various class opportunities that we have here. So on the weekends we might have folks talking about a particular plant or a garden area, and then there's continuing education classes for those that want to actually continue on with their learning and to explore deeper, whether it's the plants or garden design or those sorts of things.
Finding an attraction that satisfies the curiosities, comforts, and the energy expenditure needs of young and old alike can be a challenge for diverse groups. A garden like Daniel Stowe can be a great choice.
Well, I think for families in particular, the Lost Hollow is just fantastic. There are just so many different elements there for kids to explore and to discover and to really be with nature.
Daniel Stowe Botanical Garden is located at 6500 South New Hope Road in Belmont. It's open every day from 9 to 5 year-round, and there's something going on most every weekend, so be sure to visit the website to see what's up at dsbg.org. You can also call the office at 714-825-4490.